I have found a secret compartment inside the Brompton that I will show you. Can you put a Brompton bike in a regular suitcase? Let's find out. So I know it's travel season now for us Brompton cyclists, and I want to be able to easily put my Brompton inside a regular suitcase in addition with all my clothing and helmet. And so I have enough space for everything in one bag so I can check it in. The official Brompton padding folding travel bag, the wheels did not navigate very easily for me when I was going through the airport with it. I wanted to buy one that had one of these 360 wheels, so it'd be easier to maneuver through the airport. So I decided to go shopping in one of the big box stores, and I found this particular suitcase for around $70. The first thing I've got to do is I've got to measure my Brompton to see if it's going to fit inside the suitcase. It could be tight. Then I've got to measure the suitcase to see if it matches. I'm not sure if this is going to work. Here are the tools that you will need. First, I've got to take my saddle off of my Brompton in order to have it fit inside the suitcase. I'm going to take a marker and mark where my saddle is positioned. So when I have to go put it back on, I will know the exact placement. Then I'm going to use my hex tool to take off my screw. It's righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. The clamps that hold the saddle together tend to fall out. Re-screw it to the saddle post. Let's take the hinges off. Before I do any padding or anything, I'm going to attempt to put the Brompton into the suitcases to make sure that it fits. Because if it doesn't fit, there's no purpose to this video. I'm going to have to tilt it a little in order to get it inside the suitcase. Fits! Yeah. All right. I think I've accomplished it. All right. So before we pad it, we put the hinges inside the bag. Make sure you have your hex tool with you and an extra inner tube and things to change your tire with just in case. My Airtag to track my bike. I have found a secret compartment inside the Brompton that I'm going to show you. Get the Airtag and put it in there. And secret compartment. Did you hear that a bag of potato chips can pop on an airline flight? Don't forget to depressurize your snacks before takeoff. The same concept can be said about your bike tires. Some people deflate their tires because the air pressure from the plane flight might inflate the tires. So I have done both and I have not had a problem, but to be on the safe side, let's take some of the air out of the tires. So in my past videos, when I've packed up my Brompton, I've used pool noodles. I've cut them up. You can get them at a pool store. I got these at the dollar store. I just place the pool noodles over the sensitive parts of the Brompton, such as the carrier block and the hinges and whatever else you think is an important part of your Brompton. So you just use an elastic band to hold it down. I'm going to tie it together with a Velcro strip so it doesn't unhook and damage that plastic hook. A little more extra protection. I still want extra protection even though it's a hard shell case. What I do is I've got some cardboard and I'm going to cut the cardboard to the size of the interior of the suitcase. Alrighty. Remember, you got to put it in an angle. There is a particular way to put it in, and you might have to try shifting it until you get that sweet spot. That is the angle I got it in. Now we've got the Brompton inside the suitcase. Now I want to put my clothes inside the suitcase too. Okay, I've got these special plastic bags. They're like air bags, and they are especially for suitcases and traveling, and you put your clothing in there and you squeeze all the air and it compacts all the clothes, and so you can put a lot of clothing in these bags. I'm traveling for 5 days on this trip. So get a big Ziploc bag. Okay, I think it's there. And you roll it up. There. It's nice and flat. I'm going to put the saddle in here. We've got the helmet. Room in here maybe for the helmet. I've got my Ziploc bag that I can stick here. Oh boy. I don't know. We'll see. Don't forget the hinges and the tools. All right. So close it up. Oh God. All right. It's gonna fit. All right, here we go. I have a TSA approved luggage lock, and that means that the TSA will have a universal key to open this lock to check your bag and then relock it to ensure it remains secure. So there should be no extra charge for this bag because it's 62 linear inch suitcase. Brompton's about, what, 25 pounds, and then you've got clothing, so you should not be charged unless you have to pay for one check-in suitcase. When you check it in, the people at the gate, let them know that there's a bike inside, and they should put it on a separate cart for you. It usually goes with other sports equipment or musical instruments. So I think I have accomplished what I set out to do. So if you don't want to purchase the $270 official Brompton bag, buying a regular suitcase might be a great solution. I hope this works out for you. Made it.